I'm like, oh God, oh my God. Bitch, I run the game, y'all just commentate from the side.
What up, guys? It's your girl KeezyKay here, and I'm back with another challenge, Final Reckoning recap. It's been a minute, yeah, but I'm just gonna dive into it. I really don't remember what number this is. When you see the title, that's the number. But yeah, so it's been a while. I've seen every episode. I just haven't recorded. Been busy, but I left that in the other video. So go check that video out if you wonder why I've been absent a lot. But let's dive right into it. Okay, so this challenge we have, there's how many teams left? There's Bananas and Tony, there's Cara Marie and Marie, there's Shane and Nelson, there's Josh and Sylvia, there's Hunter and Ashley, there's Paulie and Natalie. There's 6 teams left. So boom, right where we left off, there's Paulie and Natalie won, so they get to vote. They locked their votes in on Josh and Sylvia because they voted them in from the beginning that led them to the redemption house. So they locked their 2 votes on Josh and Sylvia, and Marie was in on the plan that the Lavender ladies told them that they're just gonna get Johnny and Tony's out, so they're not even worried about them. So she was like, if they're gonna do that, then we're gonna burn our vote. So they burned it on Shane and Nelson. And then all the rest of the Lavender ladies, they voted Johnny Bananas, and Johnny Banana voted in Hunter and Ashley. So we get there, they got the most votes. Johnny Banana get there, boom. They vote in Josh and Sylvia because they said Shane's a good swimmer, so they didn't want to take that chance with them. But I felt like in my head, Shane and Nelson are like water and oil. The arguing and the frustration, Nelson yelling, that could have ticked them off. I feel like that was their better odds, and I thought they should have gone with that. But they want to be, whatever. They thought they could beat Josh and Sylvia. Turns out they couldn't, so Johnny Bananas and Tony got sent to the redemption house, along with Brad and Kyle and Cam and Kaylee. So then we get into this next competition. It's a purge. Whoever comes in dead last is going to the redemption house. Hunter and Ashley, they nailed. Hunter was gone, but not as Paulie and Natalie. Paulie was like, nah. We ain't going back to the redemption house. We packed all our stuff. We didn't even leave nothing there. We're not coming back. Like, our permanent spot in the house, in the redemption house, is gone. Then coming in, everybody else got 0 flags. It was all a matter of who went the furthest. And I'm like, oh, please don't let Cara Marie. She went further than Shane and Nelson. Shane and Nelson, bye-bye. Got sent right to the redemption house. And Paulie and Natalie won, so there's that. So then, they're not going to vote Cara Marie and Marie. At that moment, it's up to Shane and Nelson is gone. So you're left with Josh and Sylvia and Hunter and Ashley. And I feel like, I'll get into that a little bit later. But let's backtrack. So, the redemption house. Johnny and Tony are there. So Johnny wants to stir the pot a bit as Bananas himself is the pot stirrer. So he thought, I don't know if that's true or not, but like she was hanging around with Nelson, Natalie was. I don't know, like I thought coming on the show Natalie was in a relationship. I don't know how it is. I don't know her relationship prior to now, because I really don't look at Natalie like that. But, so he basically said that they were like in bed together, not sleeping together, but like they were just in the bed together, just talking and whatnot. And I guess it's official that Nelson and Kaylee are a thing in that moment because now they despise each other. So she's not knowing what to believe, but she's feeling conflicted right now. Bananas just wants to tear that whole thing, that little leverage Nelson has over Kaylee and just split that apart. So then when they walk in, they're like, boom, we're going to get to the bottom of this. And they left that at a to be continued. Bananas will say anything to get where he wants to go. I mean, at this point, he despises them. And it's vice versa. They despise him. So he's like, dude, I've been having to bite my tongue. I'm just going to hash it out right here. Let him have it. So we'll see for that next week how that turns out. Nobody better hit because, let's believe, I'm just hoping for that sake. I hope Bananas and Tony, they get the double cross because that would be funny in my head. Because then they would take Brad and Kyle. Because, you know, Brad and Kyle aren't taking, Shane and Nelson at all. And Nelson would take Cam and Kaylee and vice versa. So, like, them two and them two. I couldn't see Cam and Kaylee taking Tony and Bananas. For what? Alright, so let's go back to the main house. I think since Paulie and Natalie won, I feel like their vote is not going to go for Carmery and Marie. That leaves the Lavender Ladies. I feel like this is what's going to happen. They pick Josh and Sylvia. They're going to probably ask who they want, and they're going to like Josh and Sylvia. Let's say they block in that vote and they throw the vote in. So that leaves 3 votes on Josh and Sylvia, and then Josh and Sylvia are going to both vote Carmery and Marie in. That's 2 votes. So the one with the most votes is Josh and Sylvia. So they're not going to pick Hunter and Ashley, and vice versa. If Hunter and Ashley got it, they're not going to pick Josh and Sylvia. And the only person left to pick is Carmery and Marie. So Carmery and Marie are going in regardless. It's just a matter of fact, can they win it? That's my whole loving kingdom right there. Or we're going to get a pause. Or it's going to be one of the things they did like that. You're not going to be playing them. No. They're not going to do mercenaries. Or they get a break and they bring back mercenaries. And they bring back people from the Redemption House. I don't know how that's going to go. It's either going to be an elimination or the people from the Redemption House come back. I feel like most likely it's going to be elimination. Now, how I feel standing. How I feel about each team so far. I'm going to start with the main house. Paulie and Natalie, I was rooting for them to come into the house to wreck stuff up, but I feel like it's to a point they've come in and like it's like go time. So either shut up and perform and compete or go home. So I feel like that's what they're doing. That's what they're here for. Carmery and Marie, I feel like, yes, they over-triumphed their communication skills. So I feel like, yes, that's where their trouble was. Now all they have to do is compete. And they have shown that when they did that whole thing with Cam and Kaylee. Now the idea is, can they do it again? Because they will end up in elimination. Whether they're going to be picked regardless. So it's just a matter of the elimination and how bad do you want it at that point. I think after this, I don't even know if they're going to keep doing redemption. Josh and Sylvia. I feel like it is exactly like who wears the pants of that relationship is Sylvia in my eyes. Josh is like one of those yes men, like yes. He just listens to Sylvia and everybody else like he's like the people just think I'm like a big Ken doll. That's what Josh is to me. All the muscles, you can have all the muscles in the world. Sylvia still wears the pants. How I feel about them two, like I said, Sylvia's kind of iffy to me. Josh, I really don't care about. Just Josh. And then we have Hunter and Ashley. Now, this varies. Every time I watch a challenge, somebody I like, I end up hating, and then the next challenge, I end up liking them again, and then after that, it's like a hate thing. But Ashley was a person in the beginning, when did we first see Ashley? I'm trying to remember, what was the first episode Ashley, the first season Ashley came on? I think it was Rivals 3, because her partner was Corey. Yeah, okay, so I think maybe it was Rivals that we first saw Ashley, and I watched Ashley on her show Real Worlds. I thought Ashley was a horrible person. Like, her personality was garbage, everything about her was trashy to me. Come on, Rivals got a little worse, but like after the show, like I started looking into Ashley, like, you know, social media pages, this and that, and I was like, oh snap, Ashley is a cool person. Like, I've had interactions with Ashley before, and like, I was Team Ashley, okay? Ashley was the girl. I was like, don't nobody mess with my girl. So my girl's crazy, she will mess you up. That's how I was thinking. What season did Ashley win? Ashley won, this is when the champs came in, Invasion of the Champs. That's when Ashley became a champ. I was surprised, but I'm like, wow, Ashley of all people. But then it's like certain moments in different seasons that Ashley has appeared on, I haven't liked her character on the show. It's like Ashley portrays as, like, she's portrayed on the TV, like, as the show airs, as a mean girl. Like, just jumping on somebody and not hearing people's thoughts. So in that sense, especially when it's towards somebody I, like, adore on the challenge, more than Ashley, of course, and you come directly, so yeah, I'm gonna feel a type of way about it, and that's gonna make me dislike that person even more. So with Ashley, it's like, Ashley is crazy. Let's not Forget that. Ashley is crazy. Ashley will do anything, okay? Piss her off, she will do anything. She will get loud in every single thing. Don't matter if she's wrong or right, she will get loud. But I admire Ashley's confidence. I will say that. She is just a go-getter. Well, like, I'm undecided about Ashley. It's like, but Ashley and Hunter coming back, they're doing very well in the game. They jump, they have the right alliances. It's like they just picked up and they just steamed through. So it's like I'm undecided about that team. Like, I don't hate that team, yet I don't love that team. It's just I'm up and down with that shit. Hunter, I really don't care about at all. Like, I care more about Joss than I care about Hunter. It's like one of those type of deals. Okay, I said Hunter and Ashley, Josh and Sylvia, Carl Marie, and Marie. Now, the Redemption House. Don't give a shit about Brad. Don't give a shit about Kyle. So basically, it's again, moment. The whole Carl Marie and Kyle thing, I shit that. But then finding out what the dude did, you're an asshole for that. Like, for real. If you don't like somebody, just tell them you don't like them. And then why are you leading her on? You're doing this on purpose. Like, you're a whole asshole for that. And then, the Brad thing. I really didn't know Brad at all. Like, his previous season on the challenge. Then with the whole Brittany. I love Brittany. Brittany is my girl, okay? I love Brittany. I love watching her. And Brittany and Brad, that's how you gotta link up. Brad, boom. I'm like, alright, cool. They're dope. But then they broke up. Alright, that's cool. You gotta respect that. People broke up. Alright then. So that didn't make me like, oh, I dislike them. It's just like as stuff unfolds. I think the thing about it, Brad is not aware of his actions and his wording. Like, he's more in the moment type thing. And then as stuff goes on down the road later, he's like, you know what, you're right, I apologize. I mean, it's good that you know that, but it's like in the moment when people are telling you you're wrong and you're just telling people, you're just cursing people out, this and that. Like, that's the thing I don't like about Brad. In that sense, I don't give a shit about Brad in that type of way. I care more about Brad than Kyle, for sure. Kyle is a piece of shit. Like, 100%. Brad is just a shit. He has shitty actions. Cam and Kaylee, now I've discussed this, I think, last season. I did not like Cam at all. And then I'm like, yo, I like Cam now. It's like, there's an up and down level. I like Cam. Cam is, like, true to her word. It's like Cam just sticks up. So it's like, Kaylee, Kaylee's up and down. It's like, some point, it makes me feel kind of bad for Kaylee, and then I just take it right back because I'm like, you played your cards in the wrong hand with the wrong people, and then you suspected, like, no, I just don't. Kaylee is irrelevant to me. That's what it is. Cam, I like. Bananas and Tony. I said this before. I don't like Tony. I dislike Tony, and I hate Johnny Bananas. Like, I don't care. To this day, I hate Johnny Bananas. That day we did to Sarah, I don't say that every season. And that's why his streak has gone down. Don't get me wrong. Johnny is a wonderful, fantastic player in the challenge. He is the top dog in the challenge history book. No doubt about it. Give him that. But your actions will have consequences. And ever since that day he won the whatchamacallit? Not talking series, the spin-off, talking the challenge. Like, his streak has gone down drastically. And I don't feel sorry for Johnny at all. I really don't. Because what you did to Sarah, that was a low blow, and your time has come around for it. And it's like, oh, I so want Sarah back in the challenge. And Shane and Nelson, both of them I think are shitty. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And that is it for this recap, guys. I'm KeezyKay, saying